Alright, guys, welcome back. I'm using a new recording software today, so I apologize if it's a little bit quieter. I'm still figuring out all the settings on it. Looks like we're playing against Cindra today. I think for this one, we definitely want to keep the Gravekeepings in. We'll take out the Rousey Ancients. We don't want the 2 blocks, and this is an aggro matchup. We don't really need to worry about presenting the damage quite as much. I think we'll take out Withstand, because they're not sending that many big attacks, and it's kind of a bricky card. Besides that, I think we are good. Definitely probably only want the 1 Remembrance, though, also. Less non-blocks. See how this goes. It's definitely a matchup I've played less. Cindra is not a super common hero right now. Oh, right, we're going first. Cool. That didn't stop recording. Doo-doo-doo. And then we're going to park that Concuss on Arsenal. We definitely want to be able to disrupt them, and then if they end the turn with flicking a kunai and not bringing it back, we've got that Gravekeeping to snipe it. Okay, flicking 1 kunai. Not sending the other. Don't want to let that on hit. Interesting. Ah. Draw a card. Then that'll probably get pitched to Cindra's ability. Because he only has 2 Draconic Chain Links. Oh. He's leaving in the graveyard, so we might be able to snipe a dagger right here. He can respond by activating Cindra, but yep. Cool. So now we see if he concedes. No. Awesome. Alright, well that makes this matchup far easier. Cool. Definitely just going to meet that with a Oasis. Yeah. I think we pitched the wrong card there, but it's fine. Yeah, I think we definitely should have pitched the blue and then activated Lyath, because then we can pitch Oasis and use a Tunic counter for the Concuss, but it's okay. Yep. Keep the chain links going for Mask. Understandable. Yep. Boop. Yeah, we definitely could have played this turn a little cleaner. The Oasis would have been better for covering that there. And then, okay. Well, I got nothing for that. Cool. Thankfully, that was all for the turn. So we're just going to gain 3 and pass back. We're definitely blocking with this fire breathing. That is not a card we need into Cindra. Let's take 1 there. That's fine. That's unfortunate. If that hits, he'll draw a card off of Mask. No, because I blocked the first one. Yeah, I think we'll just take 4 here and try to block out the next chain link completely with the drag down. Yep. Which he can just flick to keep it going. And probably will. Yep. That's unfortunate. Oh, it's not Draconic. That's a lot better. However, he will draw a card if it hits. Yeah. I think we want to cover that. Don't want to give him a 5-card hand. To be fair, keeping the concuss, or keeping that Descend Concuss would have also kept him off a 5-card hand. But it also would have resulted in us taking more damage, which is what the opposite of what we want to do as this deck. Okay. Let's block 3 there. 2. Hmm. We'll definitely give him Fiddlers. I think that's all. Okay, that's fair. Ignite made Cinder cost 1 less to activate. Oh, and that's just the turn. So that works out perfectly for us, because we want to park that Oasis in Arsenal. And that gives us room to send Concuss. This will probably get us that leg piece plus a card from hand. That was a good pivot turn for us because we got to gain our life off of Fiddlers and go back up to 30 and then present Disruption Bound the backhand. Nice. This Rounds on Me is also good into Cindra. Sure, it makes them draw a card, but it makes all of their chain links reduced by 1 power, which is good into a ninja. This would be 4, so we'll just meet that with the Oasis we've got in Arsenal. Go up to 31. Against aggro heroes, we always want to make sure we can get that extra life gain off of Oasis. It's not usually hard, since we usually don't have that much room to send damage back at them. But it's especially important to get the value there. Oh, cool. Yeah. See if we can draw into something good to put in the arsenal. That's good to put in the arsenal. Did we make... We do have a might. That's tempting. It's always good to disrupt after we've played it this Rounds on Me, just to make sure they can't use those extra cards. Yeah, I think we'll send it here. They don't have that leg piece anymore to just cleanly cover the 4. Yep, and just taking the damage. Okay, cool. And then we'll just IP ourselves with this Fearless Confrontational. We don't want an arsenal. And it's always good to make sure we have a blue in hand. IPing yourself with this deck isn't really that bad, usually, as long as it's with the right card. Oh, right, this is only for 3. I think we'll give him that. Pitch here for it. It's 3. Oh, 2, right. No, because we don't want that to hit. I think we'll give him Two-Faced here. Kept that hand for a good for a reason. And also just we want to cover that breakpoint. Most of Cindra's cards are fairly redundant. So there's never an amazing time to use it. There's no tells of them keeping something really good in hand. But it's always nice to take a 0 for 5. We'll definitely take that Lava Burst. Yep, Flick Knives there. Makes sense. And I should have remembered better what I saw in hand. I know there's a 1 for 4, a 0 for 3. Oh, yeah, and another 0 for 3. So we'll use this Oasis on that last 1 for 4. Oh? Oh, right, he pitched the 0 for 3. Okay. Yeah. we're fine with that. And then we're actually going to just pitch the Steadfast away. I think that maybe we should have sided that out. It's not amazing into Cindra. The biggest thing she ever sends is 5. So you're never getting the full value out of it. Perfect. A 2 attack for my 2 block. Let's see if we can get lucky here. This card is one that we as a community have gone back and forth on over and over again. And I think it really just depends on your build. If you're playing more of an aggro build, this card is not that great. But it's really good in the fatigue builds. Ooh. There we go. We got a 0 for 4 discarded off of it. That's always nice. Got a fealty token. I think we'll just block 1 here. Yeah, because then we can get the life gain off of these when we play them. Yep. That was 3 Draconic Chain Link, so unfortunately we can't snipe a dagger this turn. But maybe we can park at an arsenal? Or maybe not. That's all right. We're still at 27 life. He's down to 32 cards in deck, so we are currently doing great. Well over half our life and compared to half their deck. And pitching a Lava Burst, that's always nice to see. Meet that with a Fiddler's Green, perfect timing. Yeah, I think we'll block there and then probably use that that Oasis this turn. Since we just played the Fiddlers, it's gonna be a minute before we ooh, interesting. That's got 2 on hits associated with it. I think now might be a good time to use that Quell. Quell is super cool because they have no way to respond to it. They don't know when we're going to use it. It's just all of a sudden, one time they go to thinking they're going to take damage, and they don't. So we will just quell that last point of damage, prevent the on-hit. I guess there was only 1 on-hit. But we did just break the chain link, or the chain. No, that's not right either. We blocked the first one too. Anyways, we might take this here. It's just 2. Yeah, we'll take 2. Interesting. Okay, I don't see that card often. Um, we could do 4, 5 here. Then we don't get to play this round on me. I think that's fine. Yeah, actually, I can afford to call that. Yeah, we'll go for 28. It's always nice when our life total is higher than the amount of cards they have left in deck. That's a good sign. Hopefully we see another dagger swing here for this Fiddlers. Let's go. Cool. It's 2 chain links in a row that didn't hit. Make it 3. I'll probably flick here though. Yep. Yeah, I guess a dagger did hit. Nice. That's unfortunate. But we can't really block it. Oh, right. It didn't have go again. I'm not sure why he didn't break a fealty for that. But I'm not complaining. Unfortunately, we go just higher than them in life this turn, so our oases aren't turned on yet. But we didn't draw any anyways, so it's fine. We're gonna pay for this one a little weird. Actually, I think we are gonna keep that steadfast around. We know there's at least a lava burst left in the deck, probably 2. Um, and those are 0 for 5, so we'd like to be able to cover those well. We'll just block like this, and then use one at probably the overturn the result to block with, save the power play to swing concuss back. Unfortunate. I wasn't expecting a kunai swing this turn. Um, one cool thing we can do is we can respond to them swinging the kunai and activate Liar's Charm and play Liar's Charm and basically force them to discard or they can't get that dagger back this turn. Unfortunately, I think we take this. Interesting. Okay, we'll actually use the steadfast here. Oh, interesting. What do we got here? Maybe a lava burst? Snatch. Interesting. Um, hmm. I'll draw off mask and off snatch. Don't think it really matters if he draws two, though. I think that's fine. We'll take it, go down to 15. And then send Concuss back. Make him lose at least one card from that hand. Okay, so he's just going to take the damage. Makes sense. Can't imagine he wants to give up any of that equipment. Snatch, nice. That's good to see. Okay, starts with the kunai. Ooh, if we're lucky. We have a gravekeeping in this hand too. If he chooses to just lose abilities. Oh yeah. So we can take their second dagger on our turn now. That or force him to respond. And then that probably gives us an opening to disrupt. We probably should have waited, honestly. Although it wouldn't really matter. Yeah, see, that's another 0 for 4. What do we got here? Nothing? You want to park that in the arsenal? That would be fantastic because I'm not blocking anymore this turn. Ah. Okay, but he didn't use a fealty on it. So it doesn't have go again. I think we just take it. I don't like going this low, but Flick Knives won't do anything anymore. Because it's very clear he's not on blues. So he either loses 3 reds from this hand, or, yep. That's fine with me. I don't think it really matters what we banish here. We'll hit an E-strike, because why not? Yeah, so basically had no turn there. He's got approximately 4 turns left in the game. We just have to survive now. And hopefully there's a CNC or, yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's got no go again. We're going to keep that truth or trickery in hand. As much as I want to pitch the truth or trickery and play the liar's charm, I think this is better. Yeah, I was like, he was taking it anyways. We don't need to sneak around blocks. And then we'll keep that in hand because we're not putting it in the arsenal. Also, fun fact, fieldsies turn our overcrowded into 4 blocks. Oh, that's a blue. He had blues in the deck. Interesting. I really don't want to take 1 damage here. I think maybe we give him Tunic. How many? I only have 1 Oasis left. Yeah, we don't really need Tunic anymore. Interesting. Haha, got him again. I say at this point, it's almost guaranteed to be a blue on top. So when it's not a blue, it's really safe to pick blue. Yep, nothing we can do about that. Yep, get the dagger back. Works for me. Send that. And I think we're gonna park this in Arsenal. There's really not that many reasons to not play it just right now. But one of them is if we just keep it there for a while, we can bait them into flicking at an unopportune time for them because they think it's sending lethal. And we respond with the sigil and be like, yeah, sorry, that's not actually lethal. Yep. Okay. I guess we probably should have kept the terrace under, but it's fine. Nice. Fortunately, we can't do much about that. Having that remembrance in hand was not very fortunate. Honestly, I'm thinking maybe we cut all 3 remembrance into Cindra. What do they have left? It seems like he's running some, like, not some cards that aren't 3-0s. There's a good mismatch of what seems to be left. Well, we know there's at least a lava burst. Interesting. Yep, and now they think they've got us because I'm at 1 health. However, that is incorrect. I'm going to play it now just in case. There's no way that they can damage me on my turn, but it is very much like me to forget what cards exist. So I like to just always be as safe as possible. He's down to 4 cards in deck. I could try and figure out what they are. Not super important right now, though. A throw dagger and a lava burst at the very least. I know I saw an ancestral empowerment. I can't see anymore. What I'm expecting is that he's just going to kind of mid-range me and try to flick me to death. But that doesn't work. What do we got? 3, okay. Yep, flicking. Bring him back. Okay. What now? Interesting. I think I have to block this. Oh, wow. Ah, man, he got me. Unfortunate. Almost got there. Well, yeah, good game. Why does it show their name? I have streamer mode on. Oh well. Nobody watching my videos anyways. Well, that is mostly how you play into Cindra. I think I should have definitely taken out that Remembrance. Um, maybe I'm not sure. Maybe we don't go for that Gravekeeping play. I'm not sure if that was worth it or not. Because we had 57. We had 61 cards. 62. 63, I think, if we count this one. I think it does. So we had 63 cards in deck. We could afford to take 3 out. So definitely a Remembrance. Maybe we go down on Gravekeepings. I don't know if how viable it is to. I don't think it even matters really if we snipe a dagger. They're not usually able to pay for 2 anyways. So yeah, I think we maybe take the Gravekeepings out. We leave 1 in because we have to keep 60 cards and we don't want a Remembrance. But yeah, that was a close one. We almost got them. They were down pretty low. Yeah, thanks for watching.